Hello again, Nature Files. We are here in the Blue Mountains in the Megalong Valley, and we are about to do the walk from Megalong Cemetery to Bowtells Bridge. Come along with me. As always, pack those bags, fill those water bottles, lace up those boots. Let's get going.
I'd imagine you're sowing some land down in the Wombian area.
The fresh smell of cow patties. So, the one thing to be wary of when you're walking along here is the landmines left by the local wildlife. As you can see, there are many victims so far of these landmines. So, if you want to keep your fresh white sneakers clean, avoid them. This track is fairly busy, obviously, despite being one of the more harder to get to ones, but obviously super popular. Hence all the chatter and stuff. So along the trail there is some respite from the sun, but ideally I imagine you want some sun protection regardless. I am currently in one of those hiking hoodies, so yeah, just keep that in mind, especially in summer, so you don't get dehydrated and become part of the landscape. No one wants that. Here's another one of those ladder things for the crossing. So, obviously you cannot go towards the private land, and we head down this way. Again, private land. So we're about 4 kilometers in at this point. Kind of 1/3 of the entire walk, I guess. But it is a very nice track and a very lovely day. I would say it's probably a moderate track. I guess more so depending on your level of fitness, but pretty easy. I assume most able-bodied people would be able to do it. So this portion of the track is fairly well shaded, so you get a nice break from the sun. I say this as I walk into full sunlight, but as you can see ahead, there is still plenty of shade. Although, to be honest, I don't think I would recommend this in summer. I can imagine it getting quite unpleasant in anything over kind of 28 degrees. That, and you'd probably need to carry a lot more water or some sort of filtering system once you hit the little creek, river. But, you know, you're also relying on the fact that there is free-flowing water at that point, which is never something you want to just bet on. Safety first, people. Ah. Nice drop in the temperature in this section. And point. As you can see, the environment's changed somewhat. Starting to get a little ferny, a lot of moss, and some pools of water. This is cool. Just check this out. Some intricate beehive. Unfortunately, no honey at the moment. And I think it may have been long vacated. Pretty damn cool. So, you might be able to hear that sound down that way. That's some high water flow. So, I assume we are getting closer to the bridge at this point. And we are still fairly shaded. This bridge is going to be slightly challenging for me because I am not a fan of heights, and this bridge is both high and long, so that'll be fun. Anyways, join me back when I get to that point and enjoy. Stunning. So, as you can see, we are right beside the river, and in the distance there is the bridge. It is a suspension bridge, so not exactly solid. I believe the recommendation is 5 people at a time, but luckily I can just go over myself, hopefully, and not have the bridge collapse, unless I have gained far more weight than I realized. And well, it was nice knowing you people. So here we are heading towards the suspension bridge. Gosh, this is a beautiful track. It's been such a lovely day as well. It's nice that there is an alternative route if the water levels are too high, but if the water levels are that high, I would be slightly concerned and would probably turn back around. I am very cautious when it comes to safety though, so that's probably just a me thing. But here we are on this suspension bridge. And to be honest, it actually feels super solid. I'm not a fan of the fact that I can see straight down, but you know, we have solid footing underneath, so hopefully we're fine. I am definitely battling my fear of heights at this point. Yeah, look. Am I a fan of this? Probably not. But will I stop halfway so you guys can see what the view is like? Probably yes. Oh God, my butt is so clenched right now. This is insane. So this is the view from the bridge. Quite stunning, as you can see, but I think I've had enough of standing in the middle of this, and we're continuing along. Honestly, it feels a lot more solid than some of the ones I've been on, but again, it is fairly new, hopefully very well engineered. I don't like the fact that I can see some of these screws sticking out, but at least there are fasteners on the end of some of them and not all of them for some reason, which is slightly concerning me now. Oh, God. We're getting to the end though, so that's great. If I fall now, I will only, I don't know, break a leg. Awesome. Whew, and that's it. And that's the view looking back. Well, this view is just incredible. So from here we turn back around after lunch and we head back. As you can see, fairly popular track. I'm getting out of someone's way and scrambling up the hill back to the path. Hopefully get back before dark. As you can see, the sun is starting to drop in the later half of the day. Of course, we're in winter, the days are far shorter. Sunset is probably around 4:30 today. So bear that in mind when you come on this track. Don't set off too late, but if you do and you're intending to make it a single day walk, bring a head torch or something, just so you get back safely. The track is pretty well marked, but you know, you want to be able to actually see the track. Don't rely on your eyes adapting or whatever. It's better to be safe than sorry. I'm just slowly ambling back. So you're just going to end up seeing much of the same track again anyway. So I'll probably wrap up back at the car and yeah, quietly suffer now. So this gate you can just kind of open yourself and it gets to a point and then you just walk around. Obviously make sure you close it on the way back. There are people coming up behind me and they'll close it soon. Here we are, running into some of the locals and some traffic on the way back to the start at Megalong Cemetery. As you can hear, I am fairly puffed out because we are on an ascent portion and it's not because I'm overly unfit. Hi, cow. So as you can see by the cliff ranges in the far distance, we are almost back at the start of the trail. Drysdale Estate is somewhere over there. Hence the grapevines. It's been a beautiful walk and a great day. This stuff is definitely needed for your overall well-being, and I highly recommend it to everyone if you want to stay sane in this modern world. So, as you can see, this path traverses next to the cattle. Hopefully they just move away and don't try and do anything, but that is clearly a bull in front of me. So if you see me suddenly piss bolt, that's probably why. Okay, I was wrong. That may not be a bull because I clearly saw udders. Makes me feel slightly safer, but those looks like some pointy horns. Ooh, that looks like a baby. Hello, baby. Enjoying some grass? These guys are obviously not here to look for me, but hopefully just doing some routine stuff, and no one is currently in trouble. Huh. So that was the walk along the 6-foot track from Megalong Cemetery all the way out to Bowtells Swing Bridge. Hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, it was a bit different this time. I'm actually filming on the Insta360 Go 3S, so trying out something new. A lot of POV shots. Hopefully it made it more interesting for you guys and felt like you were actually walking the track yourself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of nature, and it'll take care of you. I'll see you on the next one, beautiful people. Car's just back that way, so I'm just gonna walk the rest of that. See ya.